The phrase blood on his hands is once again making headlines, this time in connection with Iran's deceased intelligence chief, whose shadowy operations are now being brought into global focus. Reports suggest that he not only oversaw covert sleeper cells across multiple regions, but was also allegedly linked to plots targeting high-profile figures, including former U.S. President Donald Trump. This revelation is raising serious questions about the reach of Iran's intelligence network and the long-term implications for global security. According to intelligence disclosures and recent investigative reports, the late Iranian intelligence chief played a central role in coordinating clandestine operations far beyond Iran's borders. These operations allegedly included the establishment and management of sleeper cells, covert operatives embedded in foreign countries, often living normal lives while awaiting activation orders. These cells are considered one of the most dangerous tools in modern espionage because of their ability to remain undetected for years. The reports indicate that these sleeper cells were not just passive intelligence assets. Instead, they were reportedly trained and prepared for high-impact operations, including targeted assassinations and destabilization efforts. Among the most alarming claims is that former U.S. President Donald Trump was a specific target. While details remain classified or partially confirmed, the implication is clear. The reach of these operations extended to the highest levels of global political leadership. This development has reignited tensions between Iran and Western nations, particularly the United States. Officials have described these revelations as evidence of a long-standing strategy by Iran to project power asymmetrically using covert means rather than direct military confrontation. It also highlights the evolving nature of geopolitical conflict, where intelligence warfare plays a more dominant role than traditional battlefield engagements. To understand the significance of this story, it's important to look at the broader historical and political context. Iran has long relied on intelligence operations as a key component of its national security strategy. Since the 1979 Islamic Revolution, the country has faced sanctions, diplomatic isolation, and ongoing tensions with Western powers. In response, it developed a sophisticated intelligence apparatus designed to counter perceived threats and expand its influence. This apparatus includes multiple organizations, such as the Ministry of Intelligence and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, both of which have been linked to overseas operations. These groups have been accused in the past of supporting proxy militias, conducting cyber warfare, and orchestrating covert missions in regions like the Middle East, Europe, and even North America. The concept of sleeper cells is not new, but its application in modern geopolitics has become increasingly sophisticated. Unlike traditional spies, sleeper agents are often deeply embedded within civilian populations, making them extremely difficult to detect. They may live for years without any suspicious activity, blending seamlessly into society until they are activated. This makes them a powerful but controversial tool in intelligence operations. The alleged targeting of Donald Trump also ties into a specific historical event, the 2020 U.S. drone strike that killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. That strike significantly escalated tensions between the U.S. and Iran, and Iranian officials publicly vowed retaliation. While Iran has denied direct involvement in assassination plots, Western intelligence agencies have repeatedly warned of potential threats against U.S. officials. If these new reports are accurate, they suggest that retaliation efforts may have extended far beyond immediate responses and into long-term strategic planning. This would indicate a level of persistence and coordination that could reshape how global intelligence threats are assessed. From an analytical perspective, these revelations carry several major implications. First, they highlight the growing importance of intelligence warfare in global politics. Nations are increasingly relying on covert operations to achieve strategic objectives without triggering full-scale conflicts. This gray zone of warfare blurs the line between peace and war, making it more difficult for governments to respond effectively. Second, the existence of sleeper cells raises serious concerns about domestic security in multiple countries. If such networks are indeed active, it means that potential threats could be embedded within ordinary communities, making detection and prevention significantly more challenging. This could lead to increased surveillance, stricter immigration policies, and greater cooperation between international intelligence agencies. Third, the alleged targeting of a former U.S. president underscores the personal risks faced by political leaders even after leaving office. It also raises questions about how nations protect high-profile individuals and whether current security measures are sufficient to counter long-term threats. Another important angle is the impact on diplomatic relations. These revelations are likely to further strain already tense between Iran and Western nations. They could lead to additional sanctions, diplomatic pressure, or even covert countermeasures. At the same time, they may complicate efforts to revive negotiations on issues like Iran's nuclear program, as trust between the continues to erode. It's also worth considering the information warfare aspect of this story. In today's digital age, intelligence leaks and media reports can shape public perception and influence policy decisions. Governments may use such disclosures strategically to justify actions, build alliances, or grow. This means that while the claims are serious, they must also be evaluated critically, taking into account the broader geopolitical context. For the general audience, the story is a reminder of how interconnected and complex global security has become. Threats are no longer confined to borders or conventional battlefields. Instead, they operate in hidden networks, cyber domains, and intelligence channels that are often invisible to the public eye. In conclusion, the allegations surrounding Iran's deceased intelligence chief and his role in managing sleeper cells and targeting high-profile figures represent a significant development in the world of global intelligence. Whether fully confirmed or still under investigation, these claims highlight the evolving nature of modern conflict, one that is increasingly defined by secrecy, strategy, and long-term planning. As more details emerge, it will be crucial to separate verified facts from speculation and to understand the broader implications for international security. For now, one thing is clear. The shadow war of intelligence operations continues to shape our world in ways that are both profound and often unseen. Stay informed, stay aware, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis on the stories that matter.